This is my eulogy of Kurt Vonnegut. Mr. Kurt Vonnegut was a gem. He was a deeply witty and satirical man who used his talent of writing to deliver shocking stories filled with incredible landscapes, characters, humor, writing choices, and stories that'll hopefully be around for a long time going into the future so he can continue to entertain the masses as he did for me. As a young man, he dropped out of university to enlist in the army, which was very important in shaping him into the man he would become. The horrors he lived through in World War II, most notably the bombing of Dresden, both inspired his most successful work and led him to becoming strictly anti-war. He survived that bombing by hiding in the meat locker of a slaughterhouse. This gave him the title, inspiration, and the set piece for one of his bestsellers, Slaughterhouse-Five, which sold so well because the book came out during the Vietnam War, and the strong anti-war message it championed resonated with the American people at the time. Vonnegut was a bizarre kind of guy, as can be seen both in his writings and how he dealt with things in the real life. For example, after the bombings, he and the other American soldiers that had survived exited the slaughterhouse, went back above ground, and started to dig up bodies that were buried under the rubble. And he described that as a terribly elaborate Easter egg hunt. So you can see he's kind of dark, kind of trying to find the humor in any situation, even when it's not really applicable. That's just the kind of guy he was. And you can see that in his writing. While his sense of humor was dark, and he was profoundly critical about everything in his life, he still had a heart. He adopted all three of his sister's sons after she and her husband got into unfortunate accidents that took them before their time. And even though he wasn't religious, he thought of the church, he thought of all the churchgoers as an extended family. He will be missed, but he wouldn't want you to get hung up on that. To quote Vonnegut, who was in turn quoting his own son, "We are here to help each other get through this thing, whatever it is." Thank you for listening.